Hello movie fans, and welcome to what I hope will be the first of many reviews of a movie box set for your home theater system. So, without any further ado, let's start with the American Film Institute number one movie of all time, Citizen Kane. Now, back in 2001, Warner Brothers made Citizen Kane available on DVD in a what I would call at that time a fairly good release, since you didn't just get the movie itself, which was properly restored, but also you would get the documentary battle over Citizen Kane. So that was the thing that got it for me. That's why I paid at the time about $35 to get it. So I was happy with that. But now this year it's the 70th anniversary of Citizen Kane, and they decided to release the Blu-ray version. So the box itself is really nice. As you see, it's a great display piece, all black, a little rosebud in the back. And I don't know if you can see it this well on the camera, but it has this texture of a jigsaw puzzle, which is a nice reference to one of the final lines of dialogue in the movie, where Mr. Leland, the journalist investigating Charles Foster Kane's life, comes to and says that the rosebud comment that he made on his deathbed is finally just a piece of a giant jigsaw puzzle. So, really nice there. So, what do we have in this special edition? First, you have your disc in another cardboard-like casing with nice pictures of a young and old Charles Foster Kane. Inside there, Mrs. Kane, completely desperate and probably ready to divorce. And then the movie on Blu-ray. A really nice restoration for a black and white movie. Really nice. I don't think I have to go in depth on the exact quality of this movie. The AFI placed it as number one on his list. Probably it ain't my number one movie, but for sure it's in my top 10. So, just like the DVD version, you get the Battle over Citizen Kane documentary. This time, instead of Blu-ray, you get it on a DVD. And also, a little more extra, you get the RKO 281 HBO movie. So that's really nice. It's really the documentary put into film with Liv Schreiber. Really nice performance he does there as Orson Welles. But that version also have a little more extras. In fact, two sets. The first one is this little cardboard file card, where you get a lot of individual pieces. First one is a reprint of the souvenir program for Citizen Kane for its first showing. This is really nice. That's really, that's coming back 60-70 years in the past, where when you went to a movie, you really went to a theater and you had these kinds of print material telling you about the movie, the actors, and so on. So, really nice. Also, we get reproductions of posters advertising the movie in that time. So personally, it's kind of fun to look at how those posters were made in that time when you compare it to today. So, there it says, most sensational product of the US movie industry, from the Time magazine. It's terrific. Everyone's talking about it. Really great stuff. Now here, RKO Radio Pictures Inc. Issued a memo telling everyone that Mr. Wells had to join 3 guilds in order to write, direct, and play in Citizen Kane. Also, the Blue Ribbon Award it got for the best picture of the month in September 1941. A draft of a statement issued by Mr. Orson Welles with all the controversy around William Randolph Hearst. So, pretty funny to read this. So here, a reprint of a program. Letter between Mr. Schaefer and Mr. Orson Welles. And the thing that got me laughing, and which I'm fairly glad I have, are these reproduction for engagement of artists. So this one is for Mr. Joseph Cotton. Plays the role of Leland, the journalist that goes on the hunt to find out what Rosebud meant. And it's dated back August 18, 1940. It had a compensation of $1,200 per week on a budget of $750. That got down to $750, and with 4 weeks guaranteed. And something really funny: no screen credit obligatory. Same reproduction for the Mrs. Kane, so that would be Agnes Moorehead. Would have to be featured on the screen in all paid publicity and advertising. Some pre-budget estimate. So that's also funny to compare. And some delivery from a drugstore to Mr. Orson Welles at the time. That are bills. So that's really nice material. But what I was the most excited about was this. A lot of people who are familiar with collector's edition games have concept art books, just like this one, where you get some drawings, early stage drawings of how they pictured a scene. But also, they went a little bit farther, adding text about the history of the movie. So, it gives you a summary of the Battle over Citizen Kane documentary. Gives you also a few quotes from the movie, and this particular one's my favorite. I might have been a really great man. So it's really nice. Really some great stuff in there. I have a little bit further some really nice concept art for Xanadu, the home of the older Charles Foster Kane in the movie. Really nice stuff. So, if you have a chance to get your hands on this particular edition of Citizen Kane on Blu-ray, and you're like me, it's in your top 10 movies of all time, go ahead. It's a really great pick, and it's a really nice edition that brings it back to all its glory, I would say. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.